When it comes to opening chakras, the easiest to learn is a laser wand. And these are both laser wands. But they have different actions. The Diamantina laser wand works with the tip, and so it's much easier to learn. And a Lemurian laser wand works with the sides here, a little bit more difficult to learn how to use it. So we'll start with this one. So the first thing is how you enter. So the second chakra is a good one, because you enter this way. And then we also have to look at the details of what it is you're actually adjusting. So I will say that you're adjusting the pace of the chakra, the shape of the chakra, and the size of the chakra.
What do you mean by pace, Vivien?
The speed at which the chakra is revolving. So if you go too slowly, that's not going to work. And if you go too fast, you're really going at the everyday pace of the chakra that's actually wanting to be balanced by going slower. So you want to enter gently, get it going, and then you dictate the pace. And also the size, you see? The whole second chakra. And to finish, you come in, you spiral into the center, and you slide the stone out.
What other mistakes do beginners make?
The mistakes that beginners tend to make is, the way they come in, the way they leave. That's a refinement that has to be learned. But the biggest error is that they start off at one level, and in the revolution they're coming up, and then they're dropping down, and then they're coming up, and they're sort of working like almost elliptical like this, and you see how, you know, they're moving their wrist and things like that. So that's not going to work really well, because it's not going to coordinate all the energies that are needing to be coordinated to the chakra. The other big error that people make is that they hold the crystal like that, and then they swivel their wrist like this.
That makes my chakra queasy.
You got to come in, and you do your first revolution evenly at the same layer, and then you can go up a little bit, so you're spiraling up, and you do the next revolution at the same layer, and then you want to stick level like that. You don't want to drop and come up. And you see, I'm holding my hand and using my elbow to get the effect. I'm not getting the effect with my wrist. And so that's what you want to watch. You want to teach people, keep the hand steady, let the elbow. Yeah. Do you want to practice?
Sure.
Over here at the solar plexus. That's right. So when you come in, let me help you with this. So you relax there. That's it. So you remember that all of you is doing the energy healing, not just your hand and the crystal. So you need to be grounded, and you slide the crystal in, and then stay at the same level. Now elbow, you see, elbow bends. Your elbow. That's it. And that's what gets that gliding action really, really, really working well. Very nice. Doesn't that feel different?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's mastery already. Because the feel coming off you is so different. What did you think, Linda? Could you tell?
I'm getting little twitches going down my thing.
Something happened.
Yes, felt good.
This is the other big mistake that you have to watch for when you're teaching the students. And that is that they'll go less to the side that's further away from them and more to the side they're close to. Because we're looking from the side, and so we don't get a symmetrical movement. And over time one learns, oh, I've got to be even from side to side. I've kind of taught myself that, and it's part of my elbow movement and the way that I'm using my arm. But you will see, and Linda, you can report what this feels like, that people will skimp on the side that's further away from them.
So balance.
Yeah, does it feel like you're falling to one side or anything?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what it looked like energetically, like you were starting to fall. So I'll deliberately take things over. See, you could do a whole healing session just adjusting the chakras. Just by adjusting chakras and going at finer and finer adjustments. See, this is really working well for her at the moment. I can feel it. It's traveling through her system, isn't it, Linda? Mm-hmm. It's traveling up and down.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's reaching her feet now because I'm tracking. I'm tuning in and it's going, oh, now her left foot is participating also. Whereas when I was lopsided over here, her right foot was taking a lot of strain, as if she were leaning on her right foot, because I was literally leaning on the right side of her chakra. So now I can redistribute this way. There's a lot of refinement that one learns over time and experience. Here we go. See, I'm lost in this. I could just keep going. It's very nice. But then when I want to come out, I come into the center and exit smoothly. Another thing to remember to teach the students is how to approach the throat chakra. With Linda, we can come direct like this because her chin isn't in the way. But with many people, her chin would be covering the throat chakra. So it's easier to angle the wand this way to reach the throat chakra. And while we're on the topic of the throat chakra, let's just go over what all that includes. Because it's not just this area here, it's like an ears, nose, and throat specialist. So ears, nose, throat make up the throat chakra. So all of this is part of the throat chakra. So you really want to include all of that in your fabulous throat chakra opening and adjusting. With the root chakra, the chakra is actually spinning this way, and it doesn't have a back and a front. With the second chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the back and the front are opposite each other. The third eye also has an exception. The back of the third eye, this is the front. The back is down here, so it's tipped at an angle. It's at an angle like that. There, and then there is the back. And then the crown chakra, like the root chakra, does not have a back and front, and it's spinning off in that direction. So we approach the root chakra and the crown chakra differently. And we come in like so. And this is where the chakra spin has to be monitored. And I think it is better to begin at the root chakra 95% of the time. So there are a few exceptions, just a few. And the exception, one of the exceptions would be if there is a huge amount of agitation going on in the brain and the mind. Then begin at the crown chakra, because it's setting off a big field of agitation that you can't get your energy work beyond. So get that to calm down first. It's the same if a person comes in and they're really upset. Once somebody came and she just got a traffic fine, and I could not commence the session until she'd had a chance to vent and release the tension of what she was hooked into. And
makes sense.
It's the same kind of thing. If the crown chakra is sending off that much intensity, you're not going to be able to get past that. and into a true healing session.
Makes sense.
So with the crown chakra, yeah, you did, and put that in, yeah, exactly, in that hand, and then you can adjust that one. Let's see how you enter. Ooh, moment of truth. Nice. Nice.
So have you ever opened someone's chakras while they were face down?
I work on my husband while he's face down.
Why would you prefer to do it one way or the other?
Convenience.
Some people need to lie on their front. They're not comfortable for various reasons lying on their back. And you can work with people on their side also. But the main thing is to remember which way the chakras go when you change your orientation. So which way?
Clockwise.
Yeah, always clockwise.
Then the chakras clockwise.
Yeah.
What about different stones for opening the chakras?
That's exactly where I was going next. Because I've been saying how you can go to mastery and you can refine and refine and refine. And that is exactly what you do. And remember in that one crystal surgery class we began? Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Feeling the differences between the different stones.
Yeah, we used all the different ones and the different stones in crystal surgery to see how it felt as the different stones adjusted the chakras. And it was a big difference, wasn't it?
I always like the Aqua Aura.
Oh, you like the Aqua Aura?
Yes.
Well, there we go.
Oh.
Special treat.
Oh my gosh. You have it.
So that's exactly. So if I adjust the second chakra now with this stone, that's totally different from adjusting it with a laser wand. And we use the term opening chakras, but in my mind, opening chakras means adjusting the chakra. And adjusting a chakra means adjusting all the organs, glands, nerves, contents of that chakra to harmonize them and get them to work together in the best coordination possible. There we go. Isn't that nice? Beautiful. So you know how I've been saying in class, get a wand with a spherical end, because it has a completely different effect on adjusting a chakra. Firstly, it siphons stress off the chakra and really calms it and comforts it. And secondly, it kind of massages, doesn't it? What do you think, Linda?
Yes, it definitely feels like a massage on my chakra. But I just pointed more full.
More full? More full, yeah. Yeah, because it's a different action. There we go. And I can feel such a different action coming off. So these are the kind of refinements and adjustments one learns over time. And the wand that you use, the material that you use, just makes a huge difference. And see, if I then take this Vogel style wand, I can pour white light into the chakra using this end. Or this end. And each end, what do you think? Could you tell when I changed which end, Linda?
I couldn't see where it was, but the first time you did it, it felt like it was pouring into my solar plexus.
Interesting. And now?
And then when you changed it, it was going up towards my throat chakra. It was more the light flowing bigger up into my head.
Bigger light.
Yes.
Wow. There we go. And to finish, since she likes the Aqua Aura so much, let's just do the heart chakra. The Aqua Aura.
Feels warm.
Thank you.